Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Everything we did since the inception of the umbrella been DIY, son. Like everything.
So you shouldn't care about the crates in the background.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just for aesthetic reasons or whatever. But yeah, you know, I feel like if you're a creative person and you spending a bunch of time like figuring out what kind of desk you're gonna get or what you're gonna put in your space or shit like that or whatever, like it's taking too much time away from you being creative. Yo, fucking Einstein, right, had the same outfit, bro, 7 times in his closet. Because he didn't want to wake up in the morning and think about what the fuck he was going to wear.
Yeah, it's all about the routine of it.
You just get up and put on clothes, and then you could just think about smart nigga shit, you know, or creative nigga shit. Like, you don't have to waste your time thinking about trivial shit.
Yeah, fucking Steve Jobs with the black turtleneck.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, what's your man's, the guy, Elon Musk.
He's your man's.
Your man's.
Yo, you know you're good. You know your good friend Elon Musk.
He sleep on a couch in Tesla. He don't even have a house. He don't bother himself with shit like that. Cause for what?
You have to be mental about it though. Like,
what do you mean?
Like you have to be so obsessed with that it doesn't matter. Like what your life is around you if you're just focused on the task.
Yes, and that's. I feel like that's the difference between somebody that's successful and mildly successful or not successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not obsessed with the thing that you're trying to be successful with, then it's not going to work.
I was listening to an interview today, and I'm going to fuck up exactly what he was saying, but the dude being interviewed, he was like a movie producer. He was talking about, like, you have to, like, want it so bad that you feel like you're this close to dying at all moments.
Yeah.
And I feel that, like, that anxiety of, like, whatever's next, even though it's uncomfortable, you need to feel that at all times to be successful.
Right. Somebody told me, like, a story one time, kind of like, not a story. I don't know how you would describe the shit, but he was basically saying, like, it was this group of warriors. They was running around conquering shit, right? And while they was going to this one particular place, and dude that led the band of warriors, he told them, like, oh, it's all this gold and shit there. It's mad shit there. It's bitches there. It's honey and rum and all type of good shit over there, right? Yeah. So they like, fuck it, we out, right? So they get, like, almost 3/4 of the way there, and the dude tells all of them, like, on the joint, he's like, look, you know, we're outnumbered like 10-1 out there. It might be some of all of that good shit out there that I was talking about. It might not be. It's for sure some bitches out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, shit might not be what we think it's going to be, but it's too late. So, you know what I'm saying? So everybody on the boat is like, come on, let's go back. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, we out there, right? They land, right? He orders everybody off the boat, right? And the people that was loyal to the captain, he ordered them to burn the fucking boat, right? You burn the boat. So now we can't go back. We got to conquer this shit. You know what I'm saying? What we do as a unit, like as the umbrella, you know what I mean? We burned all the boats already. There's no going back for us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if the second you live in the past, you're stopping time.
Son, there's nowhere to go back to. Who the fuck wants to go back to being a fucking hump at a job? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or selling drugs or robbing people or doing whatever the fuck. Nobody want to do that shit. I don't want to do none of that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? My niggas don't want to do none of that shit no more. We burned the boats. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a square job in months, bro. For what? You know what I'm saying? I do something that everybody can't do, that people pay good money for. So I'm playing myself, selling my time to somebody else for cheap. Yeah. It's not worth it. Yeah. I'd rather gamble on my talent.
It's that discomfort, though. Like, you would rather be you'd rather be uncomfortable with yourself than comfortable with someone else looking over your shoulder.
Exactly. That's uncomfortable to me. When I'm doing that, I feel like I'm wearing a fucking mask, bro. Yeah. Like I'm not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were talking earlier about, like, being in the darkness and shit.
Oh, bro.
And there's a moment where you have to like take yourself seriously, and that's when you burn the boats. Is like when you're like, there's no going back. I have to make the decision now that it's going to be different.
I burned the boats because I had to. You know what I'm saying? Real life outside of music dictated my boat burnings.
So you feel like you were forced into it instead of like doing it on your own terms?
Not so much forced into it, because I had already been asking God to show me a sign that this is what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm not wasting my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta understand, bro. Like, I'm not a young guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an old guy, but I've been at this for quite some time now.
You said you have 3 rap lives.
I had 3 rap lives. You know what I'm saying? I seen every rap era, like, in my life. I seen damn near I caught the tail end of like the 80s and Run DMC and all of that shit. Then I caught MC Hammer, Kid and Play, Kwame and all of that shit. Then everything turned gangsta, and I caught Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Mobb Deep, Nas, Wu, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Then everything went down south, and then Little John and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it stayed there for mad long. And then now it's back. You know?
Yeah.
It might not even be, because, like, the sound is back. You know, not so much that the sound is back from New York, but the sound is back because there's people from...
Why do you think that is?
Because I think that there's people everywhere that appreciate the sound and like what's going on, like the soundscape of what we do. I hate to say the word underground or new wave or the Renaissance or whatever people like. I don't think it needs a title. You know what I'm saying?
Lukey Cage calls it the abyss.
The abyss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's appropriate because this is a rabbit hole that goes so deep. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, there's so many artists, you know, like that. It's like, if you're not in the abyss, you would have no fucking idea. Like, this shit is like, it's like in tears and everything. It's like, it's weird, bro.
Well, that's why, like, I came in as a fan. I don't make music. I don't produce. I don't rap. It would be corny as hell if I did. You know what I mean? But it's
Weird
like
Al
the more... Imagine a Weird Al type dude did like...
Bro, Weird Al's like platinum, bro.
I just went to see him 2 weeks ago.
Come on, son.
I swear to God, I had nothing to do one night. $20 tickets. I went. I got high as hell. I went to see Weird Al.
Weird Al's still getting money.
One of the best fucking concerts. That shit was wild.
Weird Al's
bro.
still getting money.
Yeah.
Carrot Top and them niggas is still getting money. You know what I'm saying? John Cena's platinum.
Yo, that's crazy. John Cena was my high school graduation speaker. I met John Cena. Funny as hell you said that.
That's legendary, bro.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be here right now. That's ill that that just happened.
That is funny.
Universe shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. John Cena's platinum, so you could put music out. There's a space for everything, bro.
I forgot he rapped.
He just did that
It
one
still
song.
would be corny as hell if I rapped. And I would never do it.
I don't know if it's the album that went platinum or just
The
his
track.
theme song.
Yeah.
Because I know everybody know that fucking theme song, son. You know that. Come on, see, yo, nah, you, all right.
You know what? So, you know, because he was
Everybody knows the
the
theme
graduation speaker, so he was handing
He
out the
went to
diploma.
your high school?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You went to the same high school as John Cena?
Yeah. And he was handing out the diplomas, and one of the kids did that in his
Yo,
face.
oh, he was already a wrestler? Oh, that's fire.
Bro, literally, he went like this in his face when he went to
Did he start laughing and shit?
Yeah, he did. But I feel like he knew someone was going to do that.
Come on, son. You
He
gotta
had
expect
to.
that. People were probably doing that shit to him all day.
Yeah, 100%.
Think about that shit. How much
Yeah.
high school kids? Every time I seen that nigga, I would have been like this. Fuck you talk about? And you stole that shit from Tony Yayo.
He's jacked as hell. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
and you stole that shit from Tony Yayo.
Yo.
Fuck out of here.
I don't want to start. I feel like I have to not comment on that. I'll
That's your
comment
man's.
on a lot. That's
Tell
not
your
my.
man's he stole that from Tony Yayo.
If I get him on the podcast, I'll call you up and I'll be like, "Yo, did you steal that shit from Tony?"
I fuck with John
Answer me
Cena, though.
right
Shout
now.
to John Cena, bro. That's
Answer
my dog.
me right now. When was that sign? Not to go all serious again,
When was
but you
what
said
sign?
you were asking God for a sign.
Oh, I was getting like little signs. You know what I'm saying? I was getting like little signs, you know, and without getting into too much detail or whatever, like I had just had one of those like good prayer sessions, like maybe like 3 or 4 days prior and shit, man. We was going through shit as a family, you know what I mean? Like like I said, my music life is kind of separate from my rap life, but it's the same. Like
You mean your family life?
My family, but even my real life, like a family life is included in my real life. You know what I'm saying? Like even though music is a part of my real life, you try to keep them separate, but it bleeds into one another all the time. Because if your real life ain't going good, most of the time your music is doing well.
Yeah. Oh, it's doing well.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least for me, like when shit be fucked up in real life, things are going great with music.
Do you feel like you can then tap into that to create?
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Like with me, it's a lot to deal with mentally because I'm tapping into painful things, things that really triggered me as a person. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard for me. I go through a lot of different emotions when I'm recording music, bro. That's why I record by myself.
Because your artist self is triggering your personal self.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. I totally get what you mean. Yeah.
So
it's like you just you have to like.
I have to
dig deeper and deeper.
Hurts.
Yeah, I totally.
You feel me?
I do. Yeah.
So then I'm in there drinking, smoking mad cigarettes, and shedding tears sometimes, bro. Like, because that music hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But back to your question,
does it hurt or does it make you feel uncomfortable because you're in that vulnerable?
Both, bro. But that's once again, like, that's why I record in solitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I just be in that little ass room. I just close the door.
I do want to say before we go on, your studio, you have art. It's a tiny little room.
Yeah.
You have art everywhere. But you got your kids' art right, like
in front of me,
literally right in the front. Yeah,
yeah. I'm glad you noticed that. I did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that shit. It's motivating to me.
And you have a kids section out, like for your son and daughter, like outside your studio too.
Yeah.
And you said that your music, like you let your son dictate a lot of your music too.
Yeah, I like their energy in my space. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like I go through a lot of different shit, and I know that energy is everything. So sometimes the energy down here is really heavy, and then they come down, and you know what I'm saying?
That's why I was kind of like getting to that. Yeah, because if you're in this like hurt place, but then you have
my kids
that can bring you like the solace.
Yeah. So boom. So what happened basically was like I was like kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, at this job, and then still kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the streets, but like more in than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing too much and it was stressing me the fuck out. And then I started having like small health issues, and I had fucking caught another court case. Like it was a lot going on, bro. Like, and then my door got kicked in. You know what I'm saying? My door got kicked in. And, everything could have crumbled, but I had to keep it together. You know what I'm saying? For my kids' sake, and for their mother's sake. You know what I mean?
And for your sake.
And for my sake, which wasn't easy, but that was the sign I needed. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was everything I needed right there. Like, all right, cool. Like,
because you proved it to yourself that you could.
Not even that. It was just like, like I was already asking for that sign. You know what I'm saying? So basically when that happened, they took my wife. I was here just with the kids. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Without going into too much detail.
No, I do, yeah.
So I couldn't work. I couldn't go outside and hustle. I couldn't do the things that I was doing to provide financially on a regular basis like how I was doing before.
Yeah.
But I knew that I could come down here and rap. So I did that. And it been paying dividends.
Is that when your third rap life started?
My third rap life started in Everyone's Foul. You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with my discography, Everyone's Foul is my first EP, the very first joint I dropped like maybe 4 years ago. That was the start of my third rap life. You know what I'm saying? And the end of my second one. But yeah, like
that's funny you describe it as your first EP that dropped.
Real shit. You know what I mean? So for me, when everything happened, I sat, I prayed, and I told God, I said, look, I'm gonna leave everything alone. I'm gonna leave it all alone. You know what I'm saying? Just keep blessing me and my family. Keep us right. Bring her home. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he did that. So I'm paying it back. You know what I mean? I feel like if I go outside right now and I touch drugs, you know what I'm saying? Or I touch a gun or whatever the fuck, like,
yeah,
I'm gonna get punished for that. You know? And I won't be able to take it back. You feel me?
Because you made that deal.
Because I already made my deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already got my contract signed, sealed, delivered, and he's already set me on my mission years ago. Like, I already knew that this was going to happen.
That's the taking yourself seriously decision.
We was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I almost stopped taking myself seriously. You know what I mean? And this was right after Scum God and before Everyone's Foul. I was done. I did like a release event for the project. It was fire. Niggas came out. You know, everybody showed love. And then I was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then somebody that I know through somebody else contacted me and was like, yo, so-and-so want to put something together with you where we could present it to these particular group of people that was already lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, right? So he like, yo, you got to wait like 9 months though, because we got to get the beats together. We got to build the studio, blase, 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 blase. I was still getting a little bit of money at the time. So I said, fuck that. I paid for the beats. I wrote everything. I paid for a 2-hour block of studio time. And I recorded everything in one session. Boom. I paid dude. I did a visual for it. And then we just dropped it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't wait for that. By the time they had came back to me, I was already on like my second EP, going on my third EP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You were making the decisions quicker.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to wait on nobody because I seen the response from the first one. I'm like, oh, they fuck with this now. It was crazy to me because I'm like, damn, I've been doing this kind of music since like 2008, 2009. Like, this the shit I always made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This the shit I always made. What they is called boom bap or whatever. Like, this was the style of music at the time anyway. This was the style of music I listened to. It's the style of music I made. So for me, it was almost a no-brainer, you know, but I was going to stop. Bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Right before that situation, my wife, she's the one that came to me and was like, yo, do one more, you know, but do it the way you like to do it.
Yeah.
You know, do your shit. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens, happens. Fuck it. If it don't work this time, then you quit.
Yeah. You see that clip that's been going viral of The Alchemist talking about like what's the one thing that he like feels like he's better at now than he wasn't?
I did see that.
And he was making quicker decisions.
Pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Right. Pulling the trigger.
Because it's other people holding you back, but also holding yourself back. Be like, is this good enough? Is it ready to be released?
I go through that a lot as an artist, though, bro. Like, no funny shit.
You have to be your toughest critic, or why would you keep trying to outdo yourself?
Yo, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, people don't understand now. That shit ain't just sitting in there and fucking like, oh yeah, hickory dickory dock, my nigga, 1 2 3, boom boom boom, 1 9, big umbrella shit. Like, no, bro. Yeah. No, bro. It might be like that for some guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be like that for some guys. There is some ABC 1 2 3 rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some ABC 1 2 3 podcasters, bro. Like people, I can't listen to my own shit, and I can't listen to other people's shit. You hear the conversation we have, whatever, but it's like, that shit is emotional. Like, I don't want to have some, like, when's your next release?
That's corny.
I want to talk about feelings, bro. Like, I want to talk about who you are, like, what we've been talking about. Yeah. And that shit's, I can't listen to myself talk about my feelings, bro. I can't do that shit. Like, I'm my harshest critic.
Right. But that's because you're creative. Naturally, you're going to be your own worst critic. You know? I feel like it's even more so when you're a rapper because people are hanging on your every word. So it's like you got to try not to say too much about what you're doing or what you did.
I've gotten in trouble with I've lost some friendships recently over comedy, and I didn't even mean to, because it's like I feel that way. Like, comedy is my output. Like, that's my art output. So I don't think about what I'm putting into it. It just comes.
Why would you censor your art for somebody else's feelings, though?
Right. But then, as you said, you kind of have to sometimes, because...
But then it kind of doesn't make for good art. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's why people gravitate to my shit, because I give you, like, just enough of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you my business. It ain't gonna be all my business, though.
Yeah, you as much rap about being a father, too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I rap about my relationship with God. I rap about my past situations and transgressions, because that's how I see them now as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was in the streets. Who wasn't, bro?
Yeah.
Who wasn't? You know?
I do.
When do you get over it? When are you over it? And then what happens after? What's your game plan? You know?
Yeah.
Like, and that shit is not easy to make that transition, bro.
Yeah.
You know? I got PTSD, bro. I see a counselor for that shit, all of that, bro. Like, real shit. You know what I mean? And it's because of all of that shit. It's because of all of that. And even recent losses. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand, like niggas that rap are real people. You know what I'm saying? That go through a lot of shit to be able to make rap music. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear my shit, it's not just words. You know what I'm saying? It's not just words. I'm giving you me. You know?
Yeah. And people don't want... That's why I don't... Not to bring... But that's why I don't love how other podcasts do it, because they'll try to talk to you like you're not... They try to talk to someone like they're not a person.
Like a product.
Yeah.
I'm not a product. I'm a product of the product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
no, I don't even mean, this is where I'll get weird spiritual, but it's like you're a conduit to the creation of your personal God.
That's a fact.
It's the craziness is that you have, that I feel, that you feel, that anybody who's doing it feels, is that you have to do it no matter what, that you can't stop, that you made that deal with whoever your higher power is, and no matter what, you can't stop, because that's your deal. You'll die if you stop.
If I stop, I flop, bro.
Yeah. And that's what, it's not a product, it's this is all I can do. What the fuck else am I gonna do?
You know that, yeah. You know, but and then you hate to say that because you don't want to sound like, you know, like cliche, like on some boys in the hood shit. Like, what else we gonna do to get out the hood and whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but what else are you gonna do other than take yourself seriously? You're either gonna
get a fucking square job and be a fucking battery for the rest of your life,
and then in your last 60, I don't give a fuck about anything other than the last 60 seconds I live. Like, I want to be happy about everything I did. I don't want to be praying, please,
yeah,
please. I'm
you
sorry.
Wanna be good
I don't
want
to be apologizing. I want to be saying thank you.
Word.
Like, when I die, I want to be saying thank you, not I'm
Word.
sorry.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like,
I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the feeling I want when I'm going out. Yeah, I did that.
Not that I fucking gave up, or not that I didn't follow my pet. Nah, that shit. I'd be apologizing if I did that.
But it's different. It's different for people like you and me, because we already know our paths. There's a lot of people walking around, like, I'm Muslim, right? In Islam, we call them kafirs. You know what I'm saying? Cows. Like, that's like 85% of the world. They just walk around just oblivious to everything what's going on. They have no knowledge of who they are or a higher power or not. They're just living just to die. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Those are people that aren't even awake yet. You know what I'm saying? Just.
Do you think there's a chance that they can wake up, or do you think they're always lost?
No. In Islam, we believe, like, it's like if you a kafir, you a kafir. You know what I'm saying? Like you could try to, you know, like, all right, boom. I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? But in the Quran, right? It's Surah Al-Baqarah, right? It's like, they say it's like a bunch of cows walking around in the darkness, right? And every once in a while, it's like a lightning strike. So you can see real quick, and then it's dark again. You feel me?
I do.
So it's like you could go to somebody that's a non-believer and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Allah's real and wooty wooty whoop, and this is, look at how he's, you know, you could try to give dawah to a non-believer or whatever, and it'll probably hit them right there on the spot. But then they'll walk away and do some foul shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And that's expected, because even me as a Muslim, I'm foul. You know, I still make bad decisions. Yeah, and I'm a grown up, bro. Like, I still make bad decisions, bro. That ain't the best as far as like my health, my safety, my freedom, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm wired wrong. You feel me?
So you think it's opposite? Because I try to think about it as someone who's lost is like someone who's like 500 pounds. It's like, you can be thin, and I've said this before, like, you could be thin, but it's going to take you so much longer than ever. But it could happen one day.
I never thought about it like that.
But like, you're going to have to put everything into it. If you want that, you're going to have to make that decision.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that, bro. Like, never. You're right, though. At some point, it has to be a decision. You know what I mean?
But
like,
some people are too far lost.
That's what I'm saying.
They've made the decision that they're never going to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
And I agree with that.
Like, that's the kafir.
Yeah.
That's the cow walking around in the darkness looking for a glimpse of that lightning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to see where you at in the world. Like, oh, shit. All right, boom. And then it goes dark again. You just wandering around aimless. Yeah. I know so many dudes like that just around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My neighborhood's in shambles right now. In shambles. You hear me? People just walking around breathing. Nobody living, though.
Yeah. What did I say when I pulled in? I was like, this place reminds me a lot of where I grew up in Fitchburg. Like, it's where OT the real, but it's the same energy. But out of that comes great art. If we're going to talk about, like, you ever been up to Buffalo?
Never.
Buffalo's a horrible place.
Yeah.
But you see the art that comes out of that.
Yeah, and then the thing, too, is even from where I'm from Haverstraw, New York. Right? Obviously, because you're here. You came to, and I want to thank you for coming to my neighborhood.
Thank you for having me.
Not too many people come here. You know what I mean? It's a little shitty town on the edge of the Hudson River. I'm from fucking nowhere, you know? But there's a lot of talented people here. You know? Painters, singers, artists, clothing designers. You know what I'm saying? Leaders. I know a lot of those type of people from right here. There's a lot of talented people low-key in the abyss from here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like from anywhere where it's like regular people that's going through regular shit, good things come from it.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, what would you tell the people who haven't found it yet? But if you've listened to this already, you don't need to hear anything else, like, about that. Like, you don't need, like, if you aren't inspired by that, our conversation so far, then you're not going to be inspired.
What are you saying? Like rephrase the question.
It's not even a question. It's just like I feel like I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, what would you tell the people who are like haven't found their path? But it's like, if you haven't already listen to this conversation and thought about it, then you're not going to.
There's a lot of people that's going to listen to this conversation, and it's going to hit them like a lightning strike, and then they're going to walk away and go back to being fucking aimless. So it's like, what can I tell people?
You have to have that obsessive drive over it.
I feel like people have to, you have to have that in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have that, and you have to want that. You have to be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
You know, my dad used to tell me that a lot. And I never knew what the fuck he was talking about because I wasn't paying that shit no mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's true. Like, when I decided to be who I am, I I started getting blessed. You know what I'm saying? I removed myself from everything, bro. The politics in my neighborhood, everything. I don't have nothing to do with nothing no more.
Preem was talking about it on our podcast that like when you guys, like you shouldn't have been friends. Like you guys like
we're from different opposite neighborhoods.
But he's like, nah, fuck that. Like we came together anyway, no matter what like other people said.
I know Preem, cause you know where we live at, right? Like in this county, it's like 3 main places, right? And like none of them get along with each other. So it's like Haverstraw niggas don't fuck with Valley niggas don't fuck with Nyack niggas don't fuck with Shorty niggas, but it's like, but everybody got cousins in different spots, niggas got baby mothers from other towns, or you got like certain niggas like me and Preem that's cool with each other, like, and he's not the only nigga from his hood that I'm cool with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with a bunch of niggas from his hood. Same thing in the Valley, like I'm cool with a bunch of niggas from Valley, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from the town, like I'm a Haverstraw nigga, you know what I'm saying? But so Preem, I know him since he was like 15, 16 years old. I'm like maybe like 2 or 3 years older than him, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, son, like I know him for a long time. We used to record out the same studio. They used to have this little studio back here by the baseball field and shit with this weird nigga and shit. He used to be recording everybody and shit. But he was super cool. He was into the culture and shit. But, you know, he was just like, it was like a generic experience recording there. Like, it was just like a come in, do your shit, get out type shit.
Do you want to stay here?
Where, in my town?
Yeah.
Nah, I want to get the fuck out of here, son. If I stay here, it's not going to end favorably for me. And I know that in my heart. You know what I'm saying? If I stay here, you know, and I hate to say, I don't even want to say that because you don't want to wish bad on yourself, but I know what's going to happen if I stay here for too long because my stock keep going up every day. So it's like, it might be people that when I walk to the pharmacy or whatever, like niggas from my neighborhood that I say what's up to every day, but they might feel a way about me that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
our conversations are different now. We not into the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I think about, I get up every day and just think about how to keep this shit going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I need to do and the kind of people that I need to have around me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got one of my little homies, right? One of the little bros. He's a super shooter, right? He's like, yeah, bro, I could go with y'all here and we could do this. I told that nigga, get a camera. Put that shit up. I don't even want that type of shit around me no more. You niggas like, you gonna get me indicted.
Yeah.
For what? You better get a camera, nigga. Shoot that.
You literally, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My little cousin, one of the hardest niggas I know in real life. I got this nigga in here designing clothes, making hats and thinking about merch ideas and shit like that.
Because if you're good and you have drive, you can use that somewhere else. It's not like if you stop, that drive's gonna go away.
That's what I'm saying. You could be the best gangbanger ever and have all the energy in the world, but then once you stop gangbanging, what the fuck you gonna do with your energy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My brothers stay with me now. I want this nigga here creative around me. One of the realest niggas I know. Nigga just was knees deep in the streets. For what? We got talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? For what? I don't have no desire to be involved in none of that shit no more because I know in a year or two I'm going to be a rich man off music. I'm going to make my family wealthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people around me, you know, my manager, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? His wife, my wife, everybody around me is going to be straight. I know this. This is my path. That's why it's like, niggas try to stop me. Niggas tried, bro. Like, niggas tried to stop me, bro. Like, really tried, bro. For like 2 years, bro. Hating on me, son. Bad. Doing all type of bad shit behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Bad fucking looks. And all that shit came back to me. I know exactly what the fuck happened. But it didn't matter. You know why? Because I'm still winning. I'm still winning. I'm going to keep winning, too. I'm not going to fucking stop, bro. The pressure is not going to stop, bro. Because I'm not there yet. God ain't tell me we here, nigga. You can enjoy this shit now. I'm gonna choke life out this shit, bro, till there's nothing left.
Yeah. But you're not, you're gonna keep going. And you're not, that's what I talk about the last minute of your life, is that's when God's gonna tell you if you're righteous or not.
We call that in Islam, we call that Yom Kiyama, the day of judgment. You know what I'm saying? They say like on that day you could be standing next to your mother butt naked and you won't even notice her. Real shit, because you'll be so worried about your judgment.
Well, that's why dudes will put so much effort into stopping instead of focus. They can't even fathom themselves doing it so bad that they'll do anything that someone they know, they don't want that to happen. Like the energy they put into hating could be an energy you can put into
helping me.
Hating yourself to push yourself forward.
Into helping me. You know what I'm saying? Help me be the man I need to be so I can make y'all niggas into some, you know what I'm saying? Or help however I can help. How the fuck can I help the neighborhood or help one of the homies if I'm fucked up?
Well, that's why I think I fuck with the umbrella so much, because it's only that, and you get that from the energy,
bro. And it's not like no fake shit neither. Like you see, bro, like you know what I'm saying, like and we all break bread with each other, like in real life, like you know what I'm saying. If somebody make a couple K and somebody else has something to do with it, that person eat too. Like we keep all the money in house. We keep all the money in the house. I can't tell you how many times me and Mickey Diamond done broke some bread on something, or me and Snotty done broke some bread on something, or you know what I'm saying? Or I did something with one of the bros and was like, you keep it all, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I do shit like that because for y'all it don't mean nothing. It ain't.
What was different? Like why?
What you mean as far as the umbrella?
Yeah. Because it's like, what is that connection?
It's ours. We conceived that shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and Snotty was on the phone one day and just had we was talking on the phone every night, like just about music shit and what we got to do to try to get on, you know, or try to get noticed or try to get popular or whatever the fuck, you know? And we was missing everything, bro. We didn't have no beats. We didn't have no art. Nothing. Son, nothing. We was getting beats from YouTube, my nigga. Like, so what happened? We was like, yo, boom. I remember talking to bro one night, and I'll never forget this shit. I was like, yo, it'd be dope if we had like just everything we need, like just for us though. And this nigga was like an umbrella. I was like, yup. And that's what we gonna call it. And that very same evening, boom, we became the first 2 umbrella members. And then we recruited niggas. We recruited more niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like 4 years, almost 5 years now, right? And the roster changed like 2-3 times. You know, of course you get like the growing pains. You know what I mean? But I feel like right now
there's gonna be trades on a team. Like,
oh yeah, there was. You know what I'm saying? And acquisitions as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like we got like a inside joke and shit. All the homies they call me Pro Riley because I brought J Royale to us. You know what I'm saying?
He was one of the first guests ever on this podcast,
bro. That was the biggest underground acquisition in the whole year that year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This man was just running around like a free agent for what? We love you over
2
here.
2 of the
nigga.
dopest projects out.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like J Royale drops a lot of music, so his music has staying power. Like,
nah, it's a movie.
Fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's ill that without even trying, he's, you know, who he is. You feel me? Like everywhere he goes. You know what I mean? And a lot of us already had a prior existing relationship with him. We was already fucking with J Royale. You know what I mean? So for him to come with us, it was like just a small conversation with me and him, you know. Shit, I was in on the Mickey Diamond acquisition when we first picked up Mickey Diamond. You know what I mean? Bishop had brought him to my attention, you know.
Yeah,
brought it to the group's attention. We took a vote on it and voted bro in. That's how everything goes.
What made you want to do it from everywhere?
What you mean? Like, we'll have to have guys from everywhere?
Yeah.
Because everything's on the internet, so it don't really matter where you from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really don't matter where you from, because you could be from fucking Canada, Germany, wherever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If your shit fire and we have a working relationship and it develops into a personal friendship,
you can do it anywhere. I have a semi-popular New York rap podcast. I live bumfuck nowhere, Massachusetts.
you see what I'm saying, son? So it don't matter where you from. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And that's kind of brings me to a good point.
Not that that's what this podcast is. That was a joke, everyone.
But that, I thought you was dead serious. But you do got, like, real shit. Like, you, I don't know if you downplaying yourself, but you got one of the biggest platforms right now. You know what I'm saying? And if
I don't even think about it. Like, I can't think
that's
about
how I
it.
am with the music, though. Like, it be everybody around me like, yo, son, like, and I'm like, I'm just working. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in the work that you don't see, like, the hurricane around you. But anyway, what I was saying was, like, son, like, that's why everything that's happened right now, it means so much more to me because of where I'm from. People from here don't do nothing, don't go nowhere. Like, not never.
Yeah.
You know, or like it'd be people from here that was supposed to do shit and go play ball, or oh, he was real good at singing, or she was real nice, and then just everybody have kids or get on drugs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody leaves here. You know what I'm saying? So that's important to me, to be that guy. You know what I mean?
That's why you're part of the small percentages, because you went through both those things and you still are.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Still. You know what I'm saying?
You had kids. They help your music. You talk about your past. You say it helps you. Like,
yeah, real shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. You know, and I faced them same struggles, bro. Addiction, you know what I mean? Poverty, everything, bro. You know, but I'm still here. So being somebody from here that's still here, and I go places and I don't have to introduce myself no more, means a lot to me. You know, personally.
What's your proudest moment?
Besides becoming a father?
That can be your moment.
Oh man, then that's 3. You know what I'm saying? You know, my super proudest moment was when my son was born, my youngest. You know, he's 3 now, and he looked just like me, man. He loved music. He loved art.
He does.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's real into what I'm doing down here, and I think he might not even know what I'm doing really. He just see me screaming at the microphone. He come downstairs, he'll stand on the chair and just start screaming at that shit. Yeah. He don't know what he doing. Sometimes.
But that's probably how you were with your dad, like when you were telling stories.
Yeah.
Like,
real shit. My son walk in the room, like, he'll walk right in the studio and he'll be like, yo, or, you know, like, he'll just like start mic checking himself, like, weird, bro. Like, he does weird shit, but I dig that. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I'm the most proud, when I see what I'm doing is rubbing off on my children. I think that shit's super dope. They're really creative kids, and I feel like they're gonna grow up and be more creative. So I'm trying to nourish that and encourage it right now.
That's beautiful, and that's real. Like, that's not you just saying that now.
No,
like,
for
that's
real.
Like,
I mean that.
I can feel it when I walk in, like, and see how it is. Even when you were playing your music and your son walks.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
yeah, like, my son has a good ear for music, even though he's 3 years old. He has a great ear for music, bro. Like I was telling you earlier, like, a lot of people, I don't know if they noticed, but he's the executive producer on a lot of my projects. You know, he picks my beats. You know what I mean? So
tell the story of how he does, because it's
all right. So my son, right? He'll be upstairs. I leave the door open, you know, so he has free reign to come up and down as he please. I'll be in the room smoking and playing beats or whatever, and he'll if he likes it, he'll come in the room and like kind of bogart his way around me and stand right in front of me, or he'll climb up on my lap. And he'll start bobbing to it or vibing to it, or he'll just sit there and just look at the thing move or whatever, and then it'll go off and then he'll walk away. And that's how I know he likes it. you know, or he'll start rapping to it. He'll still, like what my son does is he'll do ABCs but in cadence with the beat. And one,
Does he
two,
try to
threes.
mimic your voice?
Sometimes. Like if he's sitting on my lap and I'm doing a take and I start rapping, he'll be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because he's a jerk like that. You know what I mean?
I was actually like, that's a funny way.
Real shit.
That's a funny way to.
Or he'll start doing his ABCs and 1, 2, 3s or whatever. But now he does them in different languages. So he be down here trying to rap in Spanish and shit like that. Like he's ill. He's ill. Those are very proud moments for me.
Last thing is I have a story that happened last night, and I have to ask you about it because I think it's pretty wild. I was at a show. I just want to know what you think about this. I was at a show, and there was a girl there, so I like sat, talked with her, got some drinks. I was like, trying to figure out what she's about and shit. White girl, Southern accent. She said last year she converted to Islam.
That's dope. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. She was just, it was very like Southern girl. That's cool. All right. I wanted to see.
Islam is a religion of peace and knowledge. You know, we call it Dalil. So it's like everything in Islam that one of the older brothers says to you, you can go and seek evidence on what that brother told you. And if it's wrong, you can go to him with that evidence and call him out. That's what I liked about it. So I think it's dope that she took a shahada and became a Muslim. There's a couple more things I wanted to talk to you about.
Word.
Before we're done and shit. You didn't mention the cookout show, right?
I wasn't at the cookout show.
I know, but
I was so mad. I wanted to.
Did you hear about it?
Yes.
It was incredible. It was
Crazy.
a legendary night.
Yeah.
So on camera, I want to give a shout out to my brother Thousand Words, my brother New Vegas, Cinematic, good brothers out there.
The outside guys.
The outside guys, the whole team Bonacho. Y'all put a beautiful event together.
Some of the most talented dudes. I had a show that night. I was so mad I couldn't make it.
You should have canceled that shit because you missed a moment. That was a moment in our space. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a good show, and even dudes that wasn't performing was just out there catching grooves. Like,
yeah,
it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Chubbs. You guys just released that track.
Shout out my dude Chubby God.
Yeah,
my brother Bub Styles, the Cold Cut King in New York City. My homie Dusty Reynolds, Retrospect, AR, all of them guys over there. That's the Brooklyn family. You know what I mean? But everybody did their thing that night. It was incredible, bro. Like, I personally, I didn't get a chance to enjoy it till after because I was locked into the moment so hard. So after I performed, I was good. I was able to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it always is. You can't enjoy it. Like, I hate when you like bring friends to a show or whatever, or people who don't get it, and then they're like trying to talk to you. It's like, I'm about to go on, bro. I'm on mine somewhere else. Talk to me after my performance.
I'm locked in, bro. Don't talk to me, you know. But it's hard to do that because it's like people there that want to take pictures
100%, yeah.
And they want things signed and they want to buy stuff.
Well, that's cool, and it's fans
I love
and
that.
shit. Yeah, that
you know what I'm
is very
saying?
different. Yeah.
So, but like you just said, it's all very new and different to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm used to being able to go to these things and blend in, you know? And the bigger the events are getting, the less I'm able to blend in. I can't blend in. I'm 6'1", I'm light skinned, I got braids. You know what I'm saying? My voice is different.
Yeah.
I'm you know.
When I'm at events, I feel the same way.
Exactly.
Like
I can't blend in.
I'm like the opposite Where's Waldo.
Exactly. I'm right here, bro.
Thank you I just thought of that right there. I'm glad you got that.
Real shit. Another thing I want to talk about is these projects I got coming up.
Oh yeah, I should ask you. I should talk real music journalist shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. We can
I don't
edit these parts.
I don't edit anything.
Oh, so we good.
I just keep this going.
All right, keep it going. Yeah.
I want to hear about what you got.
I'd like to get into some of that if possible.
Let's do it.
So I dropped. I had a couple vinyl drops this year. I had a couple new projects dropped this year. I had the Dirty Knife EP. That was produced by my man Casey Jones. And Lord and MF did the art on it. It was fire.
Both such talented dudes.
Fire. Featuring my brother Snotty, my brother K-Taz, my brother Law Preem. good project, 5 songs, in and out, punch you in your mouth, see you later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just something free to warm people up for that album.
Because you only have like 3 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was dropping just EPs for a while.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'm gonna keep doing that, the EPs, but I'm gonna drop them on my own platform. You know, www.prodillinger.com. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be dropping exclusive content on there and shit like that, different videos and songs and projects, you know what I mean? So Dirty Knife was exclusively a prodillinger.com release. That was just kind of like my experimental joint.
Yeah.
But this November, I'm dropping Dios es Amor, fully produced by Potato God, another homegrown product, you know what I mean? Artwork by Sep, another homegrown product.
Yeah, we didn't even, yeah.
You know, I don't want to get into that too much, you know what I'm saying?
I understand, yeah.
You know,
No, I got you.
But, yeah, you know, I love them brothers, and I know both of them since I was a very, very young man, you know what I mean? About 13, 14 years old. So it's cool that we lost touch and then found each other again in this space. And everything was able to come full circle, you know?
Yeah, because it's the history behind it.
It's so much, bro. I remember Sep, I remember being like a little dirty nigga selling nickel bags type shit, and Sep buying me like a sandwich because I've been outside all day. You know what I mean? Like, some
it's
chips.
Beautiful to look to it now, yeah.
It literally, bro, yo, you been out here all day, you hungry? Like, buy me a $3 hero and a bag of chips and juice and shit. And I go sit down in somebody's hallway, eat it real quick, and then go back outside.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then fucking, he kind of guided me early with my musical career. Both of them, Potato God and Sep. So I owe them a lot, as far as me becoming the artist that I became today. You know what I mean? I owe them a lot. I got a couple pieces from Sep, and he don't got to do that shit for me. You know what I'm saying? He don't gotta do that shit for me. I could imagine how many dudes this guy brushes off every day. He don't gotta do that for me, bro.
Yeah.
He made the Fly Guy art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest legends.
This guy's my brother. You know what I mean? In real life. Fuck all that music shit. So yeah, that's coming out November, courtesy of the Rap Wrinkle.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, but I'm dropping the digital on my website. So it's not going to be available anywhere else to stream, no shit like that, not YouTube, not nothing. So you got to buy the digital from my website. You know what I mean? And
just to keep it exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And then and it won't be exclusive because there's a lot of digital bootleggers out there that they'll buy the project and then rip it and then put it on their shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or put it on their YouTube or make fucking physicals out of it without your permission. There's a lot of that going on, bro. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like a double-edged sword because in a way, it's good because it's getting to more people, but it's not good because it's taking money out your pocket. So it's it's taking money from you, but it's creating new fans at the same time.
Yeah, it's like if you have a clip go viral on someone else's page.
Exactly.
It's like you're not getting the views, but hopefully some people
will come check for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's with shit like that, the most you could hope is that somebody puts a link in the bio or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So that's the difference with that. It's digital bootleg.
But you don't want to put it on streaming.
No. I don't want to stream it for 6 to 8 months. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure that I maximize my profit.
Exactly, yeah.
I'd be a stupid businessman if I didn't.
Yeah, even Rock Marcy just did that with his project, yeah.
You know what's crazy, right? Is even though and it's gonna sound crazy. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, but I know the names, but I don't know when nobody's dropping a project or I have blinders on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so caught up in what I'm doing, I don't even know kind of who's popular or not no more. I'm just doing my shit. I know we popular, and that's only because.
How did that New York show feel?
It was different energy, you're talking about the Umbrella show, right?
Yeah.
The shit was dope, son. The energy was great. You know, I felt like there was
because you said like you knew that you were big, but that was I only saw pictures. I wish I could have made it, but it seemed like a crazy turnout, like crazy show.
It was great. You know what I'm saying? For something that was put together in 30 days, it was incredible. You know, I couldn't have asked for more. Everybody got their shit off. You know, the club shut us down early, so I wasn't able to do my set.
Oh, really?
And then we had to rush Snotty's set and Josiah's set. And who else at the end had to rush?
Damn, I'm sorry then. Damn, that sucks
rush.
that I don't mean to be like hyping up a show if it fucked up.
No, it was dope because the people that was there loved it.
Yeah.
So they had to rush through their set, and then when I got on stage and grabbed the mic, they turned the lights on and cut the audio. So I went outside, J. Royale had a bullhorn, and I did my set on the sidewalk, a cappella.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah,
that's
it was
crazy.
dope.
So it was, ended up, make the most of it.
Being a moment. Yeah,
and that's a real moment.
It ended up being a very memorable moment. A lot of people told me that that's what they remember from that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought,
and you could have easily just been like, "Oh, fuck this, fuck that." Like
initially, those feelings rose up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by the time I got outside to the sidewalk, J. Royale was like, "Yeah." He was like, by the time I walked to the sidewalk, he was like, "Yo, here." And then I just grabbed it and just started talking and like talking to everybody. You know, by that time I was like a little wavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was busted up and shit, but
you got to make the most of whatever, because it's about the it's about the fans at the end of like Top Shelf Premium. It was dope, and it's about the audience. You know,
you talking about the show or the YouTube freestyle?
Both. But I was talking about the show, but also the YouTube.
That was huge for us. That was huge for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So many people seen that and like we got like a whole almost new following from that. Cause I know like people in the underground, they familiar with Top Shelf Premium, but a lot of people wasn't really up on us like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mark does his platform, just such a beautiful thing, how he puts artists on.
So shout to Mark from Top Shelf Premium. Yeah. Another local product.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
I'm telling you, bro.
Is that your tattoo on the cover?
I'm telling you,
that's a hard ass cover, yeah.
It's a hard ass logo. That shit like the W.
Nah, that really is a hard ass logo.
It's like the W.
I love the T that you got up on the wall.
Yeah, that's just like that's our scrap piece right there.
Yeah,
like my cousin just be experimenting on that shit.
But nah, that's such a crazy look. You got like the metal shit over there with the umbrella, right?
Son.
Like the ashtray or something.
I got weed trays. We got rugs, umbrella rugs.
Oh, really?
We got umbrella ski masks, bro. Like t-shirts, hoodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DM me for the link if y'all trying to buy some merch.
Yeah, DM me for the link.
At pro_Dillinger 1919 on Instagram. Follow at Umbrella Over Everything too. The link for the merch is right there in the bio. But yeah, son, everything like, and it's weird because I was talking to bro the other day, and this is an ill story, you know. And if I tell it wrong, bro, you know, let me know. Oh, real shit, you laughing, bro? This man was in jail like a week and change ago. You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
for real, like.
For real, and then before that, he was gone for a year.
I wasn't laughing at that.
No.
People listening don't think I was laughing at
but
yo, I'm about to get yo.
But I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit, bro. Like before all of that, like I remember me and bro went to Middletown and we did a whole show, bro, in a storage unit. Bro, at a Black Book event. Like, we performed for a room full of graffiti dudes. It was like 20 people in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to go from that to Top Shelf Premium Supply and Demand to the Cookout, you know, to this show I'm about to go do in New Orleans with Ben and 110 Logic, to this show I'm about to do in November in South Carolina. You know, like, the stages are only getting bigger. The events are only getting better. Everything is snowballing and growing. to the point where now it's like out of our hands. It's just its own machine now.
Does it make sense, or are you completely?
Yeah, bro. I would love to sit here in all confidence and be like, oh yeah, we planned all this shit for the gig and think woofty woofty woof, but we didn't. We made a plan and then we just started working.
Yeah.
And never stopped working. Like me, Snot, Josiah, Creasy, Mick, these like I'm talking like, and I don't want to leave none of the other members out, but that's like the second wave. Like talking about like the guys that were there from the beginning or almost the beginning, like conception. Like we're the constants, the driving force. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the spokes in the wheel. Everybody got a job, and we're getting to the point where we need to be because we're executing. And there's no thinking about it. We're pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Pulling the trigger. Not even thinking about it. Oh, I just recorded 10 songs. This shit fire. Let's put it out. Because for what? What I'm holding music for? What bro holding music for? What we doing that?
Yeah.
What?
You have to be prolific now.
Bro, I don't...
It's like baseball. It's like any athlete. Like athletes from the 70s would suck compared to today. Because it kept evolving.
Yeah.
That's music. Like you can't...
Right.
You have to... That's what it's about now. It's like you have to be... Or anything with creativity. You have to be better than it was 20 years ago. You have to be more prolific. You have to...
And which is why, like how I was saying before, I don't listen to anything that comes out. Because I don't want to sound like anything that's out. I want to just sound like me at all times. Like that's why I record by myself and I don't listen to no new rap music. I listen to like classic rock, 80s R&B. I listen to a lot of salsa. Like I don't listen to rap music like that unless it's old rap music. Because I always want to sound like me. Another thing about me, like with the creative process, like I don't write nothing twice. I don't proofread it. I don't be like, oh, I could have did this better. I don't be like, yo, let me do this again. I just do it. Because I feel like if I do that, then I didn't... The first way I said it is the way I meant it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who JID is?
Nope.
Rapper from Atlanta.
I heard him.
Whatever. I was at his listening party, 1,000 Words brought me, in New York, and he released a 14-song album. And he said he recorded 2,000 songs for it.
For what? And then what you going to do with the rest of the songs? No disrespect to son.
No, I get what you mean.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
We just generalizing because that's the name you brought up, but to me, it's dope that he could sit and record 2,000. I don't have 2,000 songs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have 2,000 songs, but the songs I got, I meant.
And it's all one take.
Yeah, we did Soul Foul in an hour. I recorded it from memory straight through.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But it then comes through in the authenticity and the energy from it. Because it's like you can tell when something's stale.
Yeah. I did the same thing with Most Foul. I recorded it in his house, holding my son, in one session. Like in like an hour and a half.
You have pictures of that?
Nah, just memory.
That's a legendary. That would have been a legendary.
Yeah,
it is a legendary moment.
Yeah, and Too Foul, same thing. I recorded that shit when my son was a newborn. Right, the bed's right there. We recorded it right here. So he was like there for all this shit. I sat in here and recorded Mega Foul. Like when I had COVID, I thought I was gonna fucking die. I had the OG shit.
Yeah.
Did Mega Foul in here. He wasn't there for that one, but he was there.
And you recorded sick.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was going to happen. So I had to record it in like spurts. Because I was in there like it was getting hot, passing out, and shit like that or whatever. It was rough, but I did it like in spurts. I just slept like in the little room and shit. But yeah, son, he was there when I did playoff rondo. Most of it, he was like in the fucking high chair on my lap. My son was there for a lot of this shit. It makes it realer for me. You know what I mean? My daughter comes down a lot when I'm writing. She likes to draw while I'm writing.
And those are going to be the first memories that they have.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that they take whatever they take from it and use it to their own devices. You know, like maybe this is a craft that I'm teaching them unbeknownst to me.
Well, the thing you're teaching them is to follow yourself. And of course, they don't realize that now, but they will. That's what, no matter what, that's what you're transferring onto them.
Yeah.
Is that the person who raised, you can be there for them and also follow yourself.
Yeah. Because my mom, you know what I'm saying? My moms and my pops, they never like try to tell me, oh, you know, you wasting your time or whatever. Like they never, you know, my dad and my moms and them, they bought me a beat machine. Like they bought me a beat machine one Christmas and a sampler. And I already had a little bullshit mic in my room and I was recording myself like on tape decks. So I record the beat on the tape, like play it live, then record it on the tape. Like
so you have been making beats?
Nah, this was like back in the day.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bro. This like back, bro. Like I was like 14, bro, 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking years and years and years ago. And then after a while, I was just like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck that shit. And when I was like 17, 18, I said, fuck that beat shit. And then just now, I kind of like rediscovered my passion for that, I guess. So I've been cooking a little stuff here and there, whatever. Nothing crazy, but...
But they were supportive of you, and you remember that, like...
Oh, yeah, I'll never forget it.
To buy that for you.
Yo, son, my mom's bought me my first boombox when I was like 4. I have a picture of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a long-ass boombox like this, and she got me 2 tapes. It was a Michael Jackson tape, and then the other one was like a MC Hammer tape. It was MC Hammer shit. And I used to burn the hell out them tapes, bro. And then I used to make my own little dub tapes like off the radio. I would record my own songs that this is early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She bought me a karaoke machine with Too Legit to Quit on one side, and the other side of the tape, it was Tell Me Have You Seen Her? For real, bro.
I was telling you the concerts, but there's this comedy club, the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I heard of it.
It's like the most famous comedy club in the world.
That's where Dave Chappelle and them be going.
Exactly, yeah. And my mom, it's a 21 plus club, and my mom bought me a fake ID so I could sneak in and perform there when I was 18 for it was the first time I did comedy.
Your mom's a real one for that. And
that support, though, the thing is, I'll never forget that. You never forget all the things in music.
Never.
Your kids will never forget it's...
Never, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that. That's why I like...
Love is so much better than hate.
Oh, son, you kidding me?
For children, for, like...
But imagine what, you like you said, bro, you have that dark phase, that dark, like, transitional phase where it's like, you hate everything, you just walking around angry all the time, and... You know, and that's what leads to like...
But you can't transfer that onto your kids because then they're going to go through that same dark phase because they see how you cope with it.
Exactly. Now I'm talking like before I had my kid. Like when I had my oldest kid, I was still doing too much. You know, like I kind of... Like now, I don't remember too much of her growing up because I was always moving around, doing a lot.
Yeah. And
every time I come home, she was either asleep or I was taking her to my mom's house or, you know, I would have her here and there, you know what I mean? But I was in the street like full time, like head first. You know, like as I kept having kids, it started regressing.
And now you are who you are.
I am who I am. and I'm at where I'm at, you know, and that's only through the grace of God and the focus of myself and my belief in my craft and the support of the people around me.
And that's beautiful, and you do have people around you that support you. This is amazing energy in this room. Like, shout out Coach, shout out Snotty, shout out Michelle.
Yep.
It's...
Wow, you almost forgot my name after
How you leave my sister on red and forget her name, bro? Now I'm about to write a diss record about you. You better not diss me at one of your comedy shows. Don't diss me at your show, neither. I want tickets to your next shit in New York for my sister and her husband.
100%. You guys are welcome whenever.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
You're 100%.
All right, good.
Man, thank you for doing this.
Nah, bro.
This was dope as hell.
This was the best shit I've done in a while, man. I appreciate you coming to my neighborhood and introducing me. And anytime you want to come back, you know, we don't got to do no music shit. We'll go eat. We'll go chill.
I'd love that,
some
man.
Blunts and shit. Real shit. Next time you in New York, holla at me.
No blunts, but...
Whatever, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Kidding.
We'll smoke some weed.
No, I'm just kidding, but man, thank you so much.
Nah, bro, thank you.
And shout out Fake Bougie for the smoke.
Word. Shout out
today.
Fake Bougie.
Fake Bougie _Orion on Instagram if you want weed.
Word up. Shout out the Big Umbrella Collective, man. Shout out my brothers. Shout out Snotty, Creasy, Josiah, Mickey Diamonds, man. Allah Preem, you know, Dark Arts. My One Life to Live, for Collapsis, Rob De Niro, Bishop, J. Royale, Substance, all the good brothers, man, and everybody that's supporting us and helping us right now. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. You know, we got a lot of shit coming up, man. Dios Amores dropping in November, you heard. I got some stuff dropping
on ProDillinger.com.
On ProDillinger.com, November 15th, and the physicals drop on the Rap Wrinkled November 25th. That's Black Friday. I got some stuff coming up in December and January, and then in February I'm dropping Dirt Don't Hurt, fully produced by Machacha on Copenhagen Crates. So make sure y'all pay attention for that, man. And then right after that, the Falbum to be announced. You know, shout out to everybody that's tapped into us, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.